welcome to the Weekly News Show. My name is Jean-Marc. We have 6 items on the news today and this week. So let's count that. Number 1, let's start with some rumors. These are all from Games Radar. Black Ops 5 rumored to be the Call of Duty of 2020. Back in 2012, Call of Duty Black Ops 2 was released, and then it had a 3-year development cycle. Each studio gets 3 years to develop its titles, and it has worked. At least it did. Reports now suggest this will no longer be the case, with Activision shifting internal development schedules and resources to fast-track Call of Duty Black Ops 5 for release in 2020. With all eyes currently in this year's release, which a lot of rumors are suggesting will be another Modern Warfare, we're all expecting to see Sledgehammer's follow-up a 2020 game of its own, and it's very likely that that'll happen. Citing numerous unnamed sources suggesting Sledgehammer is gearing up to give it a shot with support of Raven Software, another Activision studio that has assisted on numerous Call of Duty games. Black Ops 5 was originally planned for 2021 and is now due to launch in 2020. I have a problem with this, obviously. I think that Call of Duty franchise should come out every other year, and that they should have a 4-year development cycle. And if they did go to a 4-year, then they'd be able to pump out games even better. But now they want to fast track things, which with Fortnite and Apex Legends coming out, taking the shooter space, Call of Duty is losing relevancy, and trying to push things out and make things quicker is only going to hurt the brand, not help it. So if Call of Duty was smart, it would give these developers time to do what they need to do. As more sophisticated hardware and consoles come out, it takes longer to make games. The fact that they're rushing out another game is very disheartening and very, very dumb. Number 2, Capcom has multiple titles in development using Resident Evil 2's graphic engine. That's right. Resident Evil 2 RE's new engine has been a big part of the success behind Resident Evil 7 and the Resident Evil 2 remake. They even used it during Devil May Cry 5. This has helped them streamline the process, and now Capcom put out a statement saying that they're going to be using this engine in its future titles. That's great. That has some people believing that Resident Evil 3 Remake will be coming out soon, as well as other games. It's great that they found a good engine that works well, that looks fantastic. Every game that I've played on it, I haven't played Devil May Cry 5 yet. I'm sorry, I will soon. All these games look fantastic. Resident Evil 2 is a fantastic game. So is 7. So I'm glad that they're going with this strategy, and Capcom is looking up. And they haven't in a long time. Number 3, Pokemon Go Extraordinary Raid Week has begun. Featuring Dragonite, Iron, Metagross, and more. Here are Pokemon that will appear in each raid tier. 1 star, Machop, Solak, Shink, and Bonezar. Number 2. Alright, I can't do this. You know what? The only reason that I even bring up Pokemon Go is because my friends and family still play it. So this is for them. It's not for me. It's the one thing I talk about I don't want to. Are you happy? Number 4. Myers has added a hot cup of Starbucks coffee to Skyrim following the Game of Thrones production goof. Modders have added a hot cup of Starbucks coffee to Skyrim following the Game of Thrones production goofiness. That's right, they have Skyland coffee, and oh boy does it look delicious. I think this is funny and great. Skyrim will never die. Number 5, in more Elder Scrolls news, there is an Elder Scrolls board game called Call to Arms. It is a tabletop war game that will feature scenarios ranging from dungeon delves where you seek out lost treasure, running battles across ruined outposts, all while fulfilling game quests and narrative-driven scenarios. So this looks like the game that me and one of my close friends are really looking forward to. That's a co-op game where you can go through a wasteland, collect things together, fight things together. If this game goes how I would like it to, that would be amazing. and I hope this board game lives up to everything Skyrim and Elder Scrolls has been. Number 6 in new console news, first shown in Edge magazine, is the new console called Playdate. That's right, the people who have published Firewatch are now making a game console. And yes, that thing on the side of it, that is not a Bluetooth accessory or something to, get the internet. It is actually a crank. Yes, a rotating crank. This console was developed by a Stockholm-based company called Teen Engineering. Yeah, it kind of looks like a Pikachu. What's interesting about this, number 1, is that it's simple design and it's crank. Number 2, this display does not display colors. It's a 400 by 240 low-powered LCD screen made by Sharp. This is an extremely clear screen with no grid lines or blurring. It is highly reflective, and there is no backlight to this thing. So if you wanted to play it, you have to play it like over a lamp. It is going for $149. But wait, I haven't gotten to the games yet. This game will deliver 12 games over 12 weeks. Apparently, when a new game is ready to download, a light on the Playdate will flash. The idea is that games will come as a surprise to players. There's no free-to-play games. There's no new games or old redone games. These are brand new games, 12 of them coming downloaded straight to your device so that it could be like a surprise. One of the games that was shown was Kraken's Time Travel, and it uses the crank exclusively, where you go one way to go forward in time and go the other way to go backwards in time. There's a lot that we don't know yet, like how much RAM or computing power is in this thing, but it is an indie device. It is not super expensive. It is expensive, but having a handheld under $200 is where you want it. But at the same time, the fact that you can't buy games, you just have to wait there and hope for them to come to you, is also kind of strange. And the lack of tech on it is also strange and intriguing. And the fact that there's a crank on it, right? This new gameplay thing to it that I never would have thought of. I guess since there's no joystick, maybe that could be one, but no, it's just this little metal crank thing. This is strange. This caught me off guard, and this just came out as I was looking through the news. And I love new consoles. I love when new consoles come out and try to innovate and try something new. And hey, if this thing fails, you will have a collector's items on your hand. So hey, I would love to try Playdate. I would love to see what it has to offer. I love quirky little games, and it is cheap, and you are putting your money towards a company that isn't looking to just nickel and dime you. You are paying a flat fee of $149, and you're getting games with it downloaded onto it. You don't have to go out and buy more games, and maybe you will have to buy seasons, because that's what the first 12 games are called. Like season pass or whatever. So maybe you have to buy those, a small group of games every time, but that's fine. At least you know there's no one constantly telling you to buy things, and I think it's different. Is it innovative? I don't know. It's just very strange. It's a very strange new console, and I would be very interested to see how it plays, how people attach themselves to it, and if it succeeds. Now it's time for most people's favorite part of show games to come out this week. Number 1 coming up for Nintendo Switch for the first time is Resident Evil 0, and Resident Evil 4. That's right, if you want your Resident Evil games on the go, here is your chance to do so. I've heard some different things about each and every single one of these games. Apparently, Resident Evil 0 is a lot of people's least favorite Resident Evil games. I didn't get through it. But Resident Evil 1 and Resident Evil 4 are great games. Number 2, Sonic Team Racing. Sonic Team Racing coming out for PS4, Xbox One, PC, and Nintendo Switch. I refuse to show you the trailer because it's really dumb live action trailer, so here's a picture. It's a fun game. I had it on 360, and it's a racing game. Number 3, Dauntless. Dauntless is coming out to the PS4 and Xbox One, and it has been on PC. Do you like Dragon Hunter World? Do you like getting in a group of 4 and attacking big creatures? Do you like the look and feel of Fortnite? And you want to smash those together into a game? And oh, guess what? It's free to play, which I didn't know whenever I put this on my list. It's Dauntless. That's right. If you want a game that is free, but you can pay for those skins and whatever season pass and whatever else, then here you go. David and Nick are interested? Let me know, because it's free. It's a free Dragon Quest game. But we already own Dragon Quest. Monster Hunter World, I meant. I keep saying Dragon Quest, but I meant Monster Hunter World. Monster Hunter World, not Dragon Quest. Number 4, Observation. Observation coming to PS4 and PC. Observation is an outer space game where you play as Sam, the onboard computer, as you observe what's going on the space station. I don't want to give away too much, but it looks like a fantastic story-driven game where you're observing and in some ways actually interacting with what's going on screen into these living characters as you as a robot. I love that it's kind of subversive in that way. That kind of changes when you're not just a human running around. You're machine observing things, and I think that's new and interesting. Thank you for watching the Weekly News Show. My name is Sean Mark. Please like, subscribe, and like what you see. Well, that was all the news I have for this week. And I guess play Observation and try out Playdate.